What's going on? Is Julian on the radio? We are live. I'm very, very happy to have you here. You're known as Fluffy.
Yes. I walked into Fluffsters, or what did you call me, Fluffers?
I called you Fluffers because I didn't know. I first, when they called you Fluffy, I was like, why do they call him Fluffy? And I should know this. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But the people that follow you, are they called Fluffers?
No. I would never refer to my fans as Fluffers. Fluffers are people that prepare porn stars for action.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're the ones that suck you off before you go up on camera, so you make sure that you're erect when you perform your sexual scene. Those are Fluffers.
Well, thanks for letting me know that.
Yeah, no problem. So I walked in here and that's what you called me. Hey, what's up, Fluffers? Okay.
It was trying to be a nickname.
And then you offered me Jamba Juice, so I thought that was nice. At least get the flavor out of my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I mean, the ones that follow you, that buy your clothes, that are, like, what do you call them?
They're just fans, bro. They have no. I'm not Lady Gaga. I don't call them monsters.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not, one of these guys that names their fans anything other than fans. They're supporters. They're people that come out to see my shows. They're fans.
By the way, in case you don't know, his name is Gabriel Iglesias, world-renowned comedian. I have this sheet of paper that your PR company or whoever sent me.
Oh, okay.
Let's go through this real quick, okay? Let's go through this, because I can't remember all these numbers. Social stats, 6.4 million fans. YouTube, 251 million total views. I don't even know if you know this. Twitter, 601,000 followers. Basically, you're a big deal.
Kinda.
So you decided to...
I got moments, people.
So you decided to document, it's called Fluffy the Movie, right?
Fluffy the Movie, yes, and it's a comedy concert film. I recorded it in San Jose, California at the Shark Tank, which is where the San Jose Sharks play. We had about 18,000 people that came out, and then they put it on film, and now it's going to be in theaters.
18,000 just for you?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's a lot of people.
I'm kidding. That comes out July 25th.
July 25th.
And so is it a movie that's going to... So it's just based on one location?
It's just one big show.
Okay. Okay, cool, man. And then I get the vibe that you started where? In Bakersfield?
No, one of my first shows was in Bakersfield, but
Yeah.
I was born in San Diego, grew up in Long Beach, and I've been everywhere. And a lot of people think I'm from Bakersfield, some think I'm from Texas, some think I'm Hawaiian.
Right. No, I knew you were Mexican.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
You got one thing right.
Yeah. I always wondered, like, when you get your start, or you ever get, when you get your start, you get put in a show, you get put in wherever you can perform. They ever put you, like, in Alabama or deep down south? Like,
I've performed anywhere and everywhere, bro. I mean, you name it, all 50 states. I've been around the world. I've performed in places most people wouldn't want to go visit.
Okay.
And so, it's one of those things. I've wanted to be a comedian for a long time, and, I say I go anywhere, and I stand by it.
Tell me the most awkward show or awkward situation
This
you were
moment
in.
right here.
Why not?
As we speak, we are creating history.
How about when
I do my next interview, you will be the first thing I bring up.
Well, make sure to reference me.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll get you some followers. It'll be cool.
Thank you. When you first got started, tell me one of your most awkward shows. Like, why am I here? You get what I'm saying? Like, we've all been there, right?
Yeah, I've performed inside of swimming pools that were empty because that's the type of show that the promoter thought he should put on. I performed off the back of pickup trucks. I performed in alleys. I performed in lines for people waiting to walk into movie theaters. I performed in front of people that wanted to be performed in front of. So I performed in front of parking garages. I've performed in laundromats.
Nice.
So I've done a lot of awkward shows in the beginning to get to where I'm at now, which is you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem.
You ever have someone come up to you and say, "So I hear you're a comedian. Tell me a joke."
All the time. And I try to just take it with a grain of salt because they don't know, and I don't tell jokes. I tell long stories,
Sure.
long
Sure.
stories. And so, to tell a joke at that moment is kind of putting me on the spot. But, I smile and I take a picture, and if they want an autograph, cool. If they don't, then I'm fine with that too.
Fluffy the movie comes out July 25th. I gotta think, now seriously speaking, because I'll ask like a serious question.
Okay, go for it.
You're, like, to be a comedian, because I've tried it twice. I have. You're gonna be surprised. I've actually done stand-up twice. So, I've been there, bro.
Oh, cool.
And by the way, that guy right there, he's the promotions director. I don't even know what stations, actually.
Okay.
I forgot. That's Josh. He
What's up,
actually
Josh?
Hi.
he knows, get video of him because he's like your stalker, bro. Like, I told him you're coming in, Gabriel Iglesias. He goes, "Oh, Fluffy?"
That's very cool. You got it right off the bat, yeah.
Oh no, I love your stuff.
Thank
you. The story about you coming from California to here with the being pulled over by the cops.
And I was getting pulled off the tour bus and then having immigration go to our bus and our personal belongings.
Was that with the one where you were playing the cops theme? As
Oh,
the
that
cop was
time,
walking?
yeah. For some reason, every time I come to Arizona, there's always a situation where we're driving, so we'd rather fly, and that's a lot safer and easier on us.
Are you, so everything you say, all your stories, because you have so many videos, man, up online, it's all all fact. It's all true.
It's based on reality, and of course, I add a little story, a little element to it to make it animated and entertaining for people.
So I got to think for that, you got to be extremely observant. Like you got to have an extremely like out there mind, which you do, and then I mean you just got to be observing everything that's going on around you, right?
Absolutely, all the time. I'm very quiet off stage. I try not to be the loud one. I try not to be the one that's over the top. Comics that don't turn it off can be pretty annoying, and so you want to be able to have a normal conversation and show people that you're just a regular dude. You don't got to be quacky cookie.
So you're trying to say someone that's always cracking jokes is annoying?
Yes,
is that what you're trying to say?
Much so, very much so. Somebody that never turns it off is very annoying. It's okay.
Radio question for you. Is it true that Chino is your cousin?
Chino is my cousin.
No, seriously.
Chino is my cousin.
Holla! For those of you that don't know, Chino is a big radio
Chino,
guy in our
right.
industry, and that's. Do you guys still? I mean, you guys talk all the time?
We don't talk all the time, but we do stay in touch. I mean, the first time I met Chino was here in Phoenix. I want to say he was working for at the time, and
He works for us now. Well, no, not now.
Oh,
But he did.
well, yeah, I mean he did too.
Forget.
He you tell him to delete. We don't,
What?
it's taboo. You don't mention the other one.
No!
So we were doing this car show, and I met him at the car show, and he goes, "So your last name's Iglesias?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "My name's."
You didn't even know you guys were cousins?
No, he didn't know. He just, when he found out my last name, he goes, "Hey man," he goes, "My last name's Iglesias too," and then he goes, "There's a good chance we might be related." And I was like, "Oh, really? Great. This guy's gonna try to ask for money or something." Later on, he hits me up and he says, "Look, man, as it turns out, we are related." And I'm like, "Really? Why?" And he goes, "Well, I have a photo of your mom pregnant with you sitting next to your dad."
Wow.
Because my dad took the picture. And sure enough, we were doing a show over at the Crown Plaza for the club called Rascals at the time. This was years ago. And he brings the picture, and sure, it's my mom pregnant with me.
That's
and
you?
my dad sitting right next to her.
So he wasn't lying?
Nope.
Cool. You got a police story for me? I hear that you have really good stories, just about everything, but also in particular police.
All the stories are very, very long, and
Very long.
I don't think you have the patience.
But it's true, like situations you've had with the authorities.
Yeah, well, this was a long time ago. I mean, I'm pretty good now. I behave myself.
Do you find yourself purposely having to get yourself involved in conflict and situations just because you almost need material, from here on out?
I never have to start or provoke any situations. They usually happen.
Is that an insult?
No, not at all. Just, go out there and things happen, and then I talk about them later.
I appreciate it, man.
No problem.
Cool. So how's the fluffy gear doing? Like, do you sell a lot of that stuff?
I have a very nice, lucrative business, the fluffy merchandise, and it does very, very well.
Is it true that the models are from Carl's Jr.? Or that was a joke?
No. I used to have models for it. Now we just put the T-shirts online by themselves. I used to have fluffy models, and then I had regular size models, and not just the shirts by themselves.
Okay, but I'm saying the models, are they from Carl's Jr.?
No, they're not Carl's Jr. models.
Well,
I've had some pretty hot ones though.
someone has said that online. I don't know what's with you. It's you go either way.
You never know, man. I want to please everybody, so that's why I decided not to have any models, because when I had big girls, they were like, "Really? What about the regular size ones?" And then when I had regular size ones, like, "What about the big ones?" So I figured, let's leave them both off, and this way at least they can agree on one thing.
Right. Very cool guy in studio right now, man. Gabriel Iglesias, aka Fluffy. The movie comes out July 25th, man. You tell me, man. I mean, I feel like these questions you've probably been asked before. Is there anything that anyone
No, I
hasn't?
appreciate the fact that you're asking actual questions that have never been asked, which is nice.
Hey, I'll be honest. I don't prepare for anything. Fluffy. Like I told him off the mic, I don't prepare for anything. Like, I honestly have never. I obviously know who you are, but I've never. I want to see you live. I want to see you live. Like I've seen videos, but I've never seen you live. So I can't wait for you to actually come back. You're gonna come back and perform live, hopefully?
Yeah, we should be doing a show either at the Dodge or Celebrity when we come back into town. I also pop into the Tempe Improv or stand up live from time to time.
How do you remember so much? Like I noticed from your videos and just from this interview, you remember like your first big show was at Bakersfield. You remember the name of the place. How do you remember all that? Like
Bakersfield was very memorable that I taped the show there, because I taped the show there. It was my 1 hour special. It was the first one that I did, so that's very memorable. The second one was El Paso, Texas, which is the second 1 hour special that I did, so that was very memorable as well. First time I went on the road was here in Arizona. I performed in Tucson at a place called Bugsy's on the corner of Roger and Oracle. Yes, I remember the corners because it was the first place I went to. I have memory were based on something that was very that stood out a lot.
meaningful.
Yeah, the fact that I will never forget you says a lot right now.
Thank you very much.
I've done about 600 interviews in the last 2 months, and this is definitely right up there, top 3.
Okay.
It's going to be you, Howard Stern, and probably a guy named Mancow, who's a kid.
I never remember. He's from Chicago.
Exactly.
That's where I'm from, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. So, when your next interview, I don't care what station it is, you got to mention Julian on the radio and 104.7 KISS FM KZZP. no matter what they say, okay?
I will do that.
Say, and I want you to compare.
I will compare. I will compare. I'm gonna call my friend Bobby Lee and tell him I found his clone.
Bobby Lee, I know. Thank you. I've seen Bobby Lee a couple times. All he does is take off his clothes.
You know,
Take off your clothes. I mean, well, it's a shock value type thing.
whatever works, right?
I mean, let's be honest. Everyone has a shtick, right?
Everybody's.
But you're very diverse. I get it. Like I kind of analyze all you guys, and you're like some people are like one-dimensional, some are not. Everyone has some people pick on the crowd. You're kind of like all over the place. I noticed one thing. You're like still really positive. So does anything? Because everything pisses me off. You know what I mean? I'm just like a dark guy. But you seem like the exact opposite, which is why we would get along great. Now, does anything piss you off at all, like away from the mic in real life?
No, in real life, there's certain situations that upset me. I mean, being stuck in an airport or having a situation where you planned for it and it didn't turn out the way you wanted to, or you're being stuck somewhere you don't want to be stuck in.
Such as this situation?
Actually, this is not that bad. This is very entertaining.
Yeah?
I appreciate this.
Do people, are you trying to get away from the whole, like, I mean, actually, to be honest with you don't really look that big.
That's what she said.
No, I mean, honestly, did you?
I knew I could make you laugh once. All right, so
but you look at a diet, right?
I was up to 445 pounds. I'm right around 330 right now, so I'm down quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I still have another 100 pounds to go.
So, but then what happens if you become like normal size? Then what's gonna happen to the whole fluffy image?
It's just the name. I mean, my show has, at this point, I think I barely touch on the fact that I'm a big guy. Now I just have regular stories, and I've already established over the years with all the number of specials that I'm a big guy. And now I'm talking about how I had to lose weight because I'm diabetic, and now I'm suffering because I've been a big guy. So that's why I'm losing weight.
Cool, man. Well, dude, you're an awesome guy. Very easy to talk to.
I gotta work it, man. Gotta go anywhere, everywhere. Do my thing. Let people know what I'm all about.
So it sounds like either way, you gotta have talent. It's gonna be hard work.
And it is hard work.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that to get into comedy is really easy, but there's a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah.
The fact that I'm away from my family, away from my friends. I don't see birthdays, I don't see holidays, I don't see anniversaries. I perform under any situation. I'm not there for important moments. I wasn't there the day my mom died. I wasn't there the day they put her in the ground. I was making people laugh when I was sad.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, that's just the thing. A lot of people don't understand there's a lot of sacrifice that goes into what we do. And when people start saying, oh, well, why that guy? Why did he make it? Why did he do it? Why is he up there? How come he's doing this? Why not me?
Sure.
Why? Because you're not in it to win it.
Right. The grass is always green on the other side. They always look at what you have, but they don't look at you.
Absolutely, but they don't understand what you got to give up to get there.
Right. I like that, man. All right, Fluffy the movie. Mr. Gabriel Iglesias. Talk about the movie real quick one more time. What do we expect to see for someone that's never,
I'm gonna get very personal, very emotional. This film is for it's for everybody. I made it intentionally not rated R so that people can take their kids if they want to see it.
Okay. By the way, the name of that artist. Oh, that song, man. It's one of your theme songs, and I forgot the name. It's like kind
English
of
song, Spanish song.
Spanish song.
Okay.
Starts with O.
Ozo.
Ozo Motley,
Ozo Motley.
the group.
They're awesome. For anyone that's watching this, you got it. It's Ozo Motley.
Ozo Motley.
They're in your. They're going to be in your movie, right? The song.
Yeah, one of the songs, Brighter, is at I closed the movie with that song.
Woo!
Opened it with a couple of other ones, but I've known Ozo Motley for a long time. They're good friends.
That's a great song. Can't wait to see the movie. Watch it.